Broadcasting live from our lavish studio apartment here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. How in the heck are you doing, world?
Yeah.
So I've never done that before. The intro is one show, and then the actual interview is another show.
Yep, that's how we do it around
That's
here.
what you call the wrong button.
No, we meant to do that.
We meant to do it. Of course, we meant to do it.
Yeah.
Our Twitter has been going insane today. Absolutely insane. We're getting all kinds of great feedback just from everybody. And we started out the day with Jessica Northey on the show. Then we went to Kayla Nettles, Tori Lynn, The Springs, and we've had so much great response and so much feedback from everybody. And I've got to say this, and I know, I'm Chris Top. I get wishy-washy sometimes, but...
You always get wishy-washy, and I'm like,
stop?
oh, you're like a walking Hallmark card.
I feel like I have to every once in a while.
I know. I was just playing with you.
But no, I love the people that listen to our show, and it just makes me feel good that they take time out of their day to interact with us.
Yeah, I agree. Because, I mean, we got something to say. They don't have to listen to us. They could be doing anything in the world, for real.
Yeah.
But they're listening to us, and it really makes us feel good.
And I love the fact that at the CMA Fest, we actually get to meet a lot of these people face-to-face.
Yeah, me
So
too.
that just makes it a lot of fun. But they're probably not here to listen to us right now. They're probably here to listen to Alexis. Mm-hmm. Alexis Gomez. And we're going to talk to her in just a second.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited!
The Top, broadcasting worldwide on iHeartRadio and Spreaker.com.
Did you ever think you could afford an interior designer?
No, way too expensive. Besides, I've got style.
If you had style, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Ouch. Interior designers are for rich people.
Magnolia Emporium.
Magnolia Aquarium? Is that like for some crazy flower fish?
No, Magnolia Emporium. Randy's clients range from nurses and teachers to musicians, actors, and even some royalty thrown in there.
Oh, I'd be on the royalty side.
You really don't have any swag, do you?
No, I don't.
That's where Randy comes in. He listens to exactly what you want, whether it's spoken or unspoken.
Okay, if you mean he can read my mind, there's lots of things I don't want Randy to know.
No, he has a great feel for what he does.
Okay, where can I find Magnolia Emporium?
Just go to magnoliaemporium.com.
We want your space to reflect your success. You are absolutely 100% for sure in the right place. This is the Chris Top program, and I'm happy to be here. You happy to be here, dude?
I am so happy to be here. I'm like exploding with happiness. It's like happiness is like oozing out of my body right now.
Oh,
It
that's
is
kind of gross. What?
intense.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay. As long as you're... Magnolia Emporium says, I love her voice. He hasn't even heard you sing. Well, I guess he has heard you sing. Yeah, I guess Randy has heard you, so I guess that makes sense. Okay. So Alexis, how are you today?
I'm doing so great. Thank you guys for having me.
Oh, well, it's great to have you here, and I totally fell in love with your music the first time I heard it. And I don't watch American Idol. I watched the first few seasons, and then life happens, and I get busy. But I didn't get turned on to your stuff until about a week ago.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cool.
And absolutely just fell in love with your music and your voice, and you've got such a great stage presence.
Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. All of that is what I strive for. Not just good music, but I love writing songs and then being an entertainer too. So I'm glad you noticed that one.
And I can tell too. And I tell everybody this on the show, because if you weren't just a decent and good person, we wouldn't have you here in the first place.
Aw.
That's right.
Yeah.
We don't take douchebags here.
Right. No douchebags allowed.
No douchebags.
So I'm going to ask you the obvious questions. We'll go ahead and ask those first, because you were on American Idol. Was it this last season?
Yep, just this year.
Okay, so kind of walk me through that experience a little bit. From the tryouts to
start to finish.
Yeah. So because people like me, I will never make it. I would be on the
man, you totally make
excerpts
it,
from
man.
the show.
You'd be
like when people are bad,
belting it out.
that would be me. So what was it like?
Oh my gosh. Like you said, I get this question asked a lot, and I always try to come up with like new things to say, and because the experience for me has been a roller coaster. It's been the highest of highs, and then the really, really sad moments going home and then seeing your friends go home. But as a whole, I mean, the audition process started almost a year ago now. My first audition was in July of last year, and that started off in my hometown, Ohio. We went up to Columbus, and I was on the bus tour, which works a little different. So we, had a smaller little group, a smaller venue, but started off there in Columbus, Ohio, went to Kansas City for the judges. And then from there, Hollywood Week, which was absolutely insane. One of the craziest and most sleep-deprived weeks of my entire life. When I watched the show, I was always like, Hollywood Week is going to be the hardest thing to get through. So I try to come up with a plan. I've got to get my sleep. I've got to pick songs that I know so I don't forget the words. I want to be that girl. But honestly, looking back, it was so much fun, and I survived it. So that's probably what made it more fun.
Sure.
And, just as a whole, getting to the top 16 was beyond my wildest dreams. I never thought I would get that far. So I think I just have to, take every moment for what it was and really look back and think about what an amazing journey and amazing stories I have to take with me for the rest of my life.
Now, can anybody go back and I guess see your performances from American Idol on YouTube?
Yeah, absolutely. Every single performance should be on there, and if not, you can find a whole bunch of links on my website, alexisgomezmusic.com.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we've got to do that tonight.
Yes,
for sure. After the show, because I want to catch up and see that. Yeah, for sure. Now, the whole experience. Now, so many superstars have come out of American Idol, and you're just in the greatest of company, and you deserve to be there for sure. From what I've heard and what I've experienced through listening to your music, do you feel like being on the show gave you an obvious lift, or do you feel like you're sort of in the same spot?
No, I absolutely, American Idol has done so much for me, just creating a platform and creating a buzz about my name. People work like 10 years just to get somewhere, and I feel like American Idol was my little lottery ticket that gave me a wormhole. Maybe it didn't take me it was really helpful in getting people to hear my music and getting people curious about me. And I'm so thankful that, that there is a show like that helps people who don't always have the means to go out and buy a record deal. They help get you started. And this summer has really helped me see that, because we've got shows coming up where I'm singing with people that I looked up to my entire life. We're opening for Montgomery Gentry, and I'm still scared to death. I'm going to pee my pants probably when I see them. But, that all came from Idol and just that kind of exposure and experience, and I'm so thankful for them.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to get a chance to make it out to the CMA Fest this year?
Oh my gosh, I don't know, because I'm actually on vacation right now with my family. We get home the 13th, so I'd have one day. But I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about driving down as soon as we get home.
How far is the drive?
Only about 4 hours.
If you do come to the CMA Fest, we'd love to see you at BB King's.
Yeah, that would be so fun.
Yeah, on the 13th, we've got interviews
what time
going on.
Start?
Well, we've got interviews going on all day on the 13th from 11 until 6, and then we're going to do an award ceremony at 8 o'clock at BB King's.
How fun. Okay, maybe I'll have to make a special trip down and see you guys.
We got to get some red carpet pictures with you.
Yeah, that would be so freaking great.
That would be so much fun. Now, next year you're eligible for next year you're eligible for a WABA award.
Yeah.
Since you've been on the show.
All right, can't wait.
So be looking for the tweets and stuff around January-ish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, and we got to have you on there because you're just talented.
Got to, yeah.
Yeah. Now we've got a song that we're going to play, and it's called "Country Lovin'," and we're going to wait just a little while before we play it.
No,
I'm sorry. We've already listened to it like 8 times.
I want to listen to it again, bruh.
But now, did you write "Country Lovin'" yourself?
Yes, I did.
All right, so give me a little insight on the song.
Okay, cool. So this song, like all of my songs, I try to like have like a really deep story or like, oh, this was like the worst boyfriend I ever had. But this song is really funny because I wrote it like in a completely different way. Me and my dad play in a band together, and he plays music and taught me to, you know, play and sing and do all that. And we write together a lot too. But, you know, he works at our church. And so I'm sitting there and he's in a meeting and I'm like sitting in his office like, oh my gosh, Dad, you said you were going to be 15 minutes. It's been like 45 and so bored just sitting here. And so his guitar is sitting there. I'm like, well, I could just like play guitar for a little bit. And I swear I don't even know like how this song came to me. I think it was more of like a daydream because I didn't even have like a boyfriend. I was like, you know what? If I had a boyfriend, this is the kind of boy that I would love. So I was like making up this song, and I swear I wrote the song in probably 30 minutes. And by some miracle of God, I remembered all the words the next day when I went to write it down. Oh, so it's a pretty different story, but it's still one of my favorites. It's been probably 2 years since I wrote this song, and my band, we love to play it. It's our favorite live song.
I love getting the insight, like the inside scoop.
Yeah.
I mean, you hear songs on the radio all day, but I really love the stories behind the songs, I think, just as much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's like, what were they thinking? Because everybody can take a song, and it's going to be different for them. That's what the beautiful thing is about music. But when you go into the artists that, you know, created this, it's like, it's very interesting. I like it.
It is. It's fun. Now, Randy says, adore Alexis. She and her mom are so sweet. And then JP says, top American Idol goes to Alexis Gomez because she's our American Idol.
Aww.
And Ruza reminded me again. See, I would have forgot. Thank God for Ruza.
Yeah.
But Ruza says that we need to make sure we ask you for a dorky picture.
Oh, I got you on that one.
You got my back? Good. Oh, now we're Twitter buddies for life, right?
Faux life. Faux
Sweet.
life.
Now, when you do hit that pinnacle and you get to that point in your success where you've achieved your goals, you got to make sure we get some backstage passes.
You know it. Always. I always am going to remember everybody who supported me on the way up.
Nice.
Backstage
passes. That's how you work it. Either I ask for dinner invitations or backstage passes.
Hook you up. If I ever get that chance, I'm going to hook up everybody I know.
Oh, no, you will. You'll get that chance. I mean, because you've got it. I mean, obviously you have it. And like I said, it's not just that you're beautiful and you're talented, but also you just got a good heart, and it shows, and it comes through in everything that you post and when you sing and just when you just talk. And that's to me that's the important stuff, and people see that and they know that. You know, when you develop these connections on your social networks or whatever, they see that stuff, and you can't fake it.
Yeah,
that's great
for sure. Now, speaking of social networks, if people want to stalk you a little bit, how do they find you?
Absolutely. You know, Facebook, Alexis Gomez Music, Instagram, and then Twitter, the Alexis Gomez. And you can stay updated with everything that I do, even if it's boring.
Now, what's your schedule like for the next few weeks? Are you going to be performing anywhere? Because I know you're on vacation. Where are you at right now?
I'm in Florida.
So are you on the beach right now?
I'm sitting in our room looking at the ocean. It's beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you so much for taking time out of your vacation.
Oh, absolutely. This is my 1 week to, you know, kind of prepare for the summer that's ahead. We've got a crazy, crazy busy schedule, but it's going to be one of the best. As soon as we get back, I've got a show the week we come back, and then the weekend after that is Montgomery Gentry, and then literally up until September, we've got a show, 1 or 2 every single weekend. So it's going to be a really, really fun, you know, adventurous summer where hopefully I'll just get a chance to meet more fans and just get to know people, because like you guys said, that's what it's all about. I love all of the people that come out and support me.
And even if you don't get a chance to make it out and see us at the CMA Fest, you make sure you let us know when you're going to be in Nashville.
Definitely will do that.
Because we'll be there. We will be there. I'll be a fanboy.
Chris.
Well, you'll be fangirling.
No, I don't ever fangirl.
No,
ever.
Not at all, huh?
No.
Okay. All right.
Not me.
Okay, so we're going to play your song. We're going to play Country Lovin'. Do you want to introduce it, or do you want me to do it?
Well, I'll give it a try.
Okay, you'll give it. Okay, go for it.
All right, let's do
all right,
this.
Here we go.
Once and for all.
All right,
let's do this.
Right here.
Once and for all. Ready? I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to do this. All right. Country Lovin' on the Chris Top program.
Alexis Gomez.
Yeah.